Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another night of football right here on your local origination channel, the Scenic Sports Network. And tonight we're in Ashford once again, and we're going to see the Ashford Yellow Jackets host the Bullock County Hornets. We had the opportunity to watch Bullock play Daleville last Friday night, and they got a pretty good shellacking. So we'll see what these guys can do against these Ashford Yellow Jackets. They looked mighty fine. Thursday night was a week ago with their opener against the Houston County Lions from over in Columbia. And Houston Academy is working on those dudes tonight, and they're in Columbia. So here we go. We're set for kickoff here at W.H. Brown Stadium. It's underway, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 30. So that's our first penalty of the game. They'll bring it out to the 35-yard line. First and 10. Bobby Price, Brian Holloway with you tonight. Brian, what's your take on the game tonight?
Bobby, it's going to be a little interesting to me. Like you said, we saw Bullock County. Well, we've seen both of these teams play. Bullock County had a little trouble stopping the Daleville back. I think it was Burke was his name. We know Ashford's got some good tailbacks, running backs, so we'll see if they're up to the challenge tonight.
Okay, the kickoff went out of bounds about the 30-yard line, so it'll be first and 10 at the 35-yard line, their own 35-yard line for Bullock County. Here's our first play from scrimmage. No time is gone off the clock because no one has touched the ball yet. So we're just now underway here in Ashford, Alabama tonight. A great night for football. It's cool. We just hope that tropical depression out off the coast of Panama City and down toward Mobile and New Orleans sends a little bit of that rain our way. We need it badly. All right, here's the first play from scrimmage, and he is stuffed. Number 22, that's Brad Bennett, and he goes nowhere with number 60, Aaron Daltrey, in there to wrap him up before he could even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 2, second and 12.
I tell you what, that was just a leg. Somebody missed an assignment there or something because he almost took the handoff.
Yep, that is correct, and we'll see what the call is here on second and 12. Back in shotgun formation. Here's the snap. He looks, number 2, the quarterback, and he's got a man, and he's got it. And he's going to pull him down at the 10-yard line. But, Brian, if you look back over this way, there's a yellow handkerchief in the backfield.
That usually means holding.
What a pass from number 2, Darren Beecham, to the intended receiver. And he floated it out there perfectly for him to take it in stride. And Ashford's lucky they stopped him on the 10.
You know, we saw that they run a lot of that shotgun last week against Daleville. And he aired it out a few times like that, but just never, their timing, something, I guess, first game of the year was off. But that was perfect. You couldn't ask for a better throw and catch right there.
That is true. So it looks like it's going to be all for naught. Let's see, that's
chop block.
15, 40 yards to the 10. That was a 50-yard pass. And that's good news for the Yellow Jackets, but the Hornets, it's kind of bad news as they get backed up from 12 yards behind the first down marker to 22 yards now for a first down, but the down does remain the same. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's still first down.
Still first down, that's right. They're going to say 2nd and 27. I missed it by a couple of yards. So first. Well, they're still calling it second down.
Well, Bobby, do you try it again? It worked that time.
Here comes Beecham with the snap. He looks to throw it. 61 is back there almost to get him, and he tucks it down and throws. And number 8 up there for Ashford, that was Johnny Walker, and he hit the intended receiver hard. And number 8, Walker, is still on the ground. He finally gets up. So that just goes as a long incomplete pass, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 27.
That's right. I'm sorry I said first, but they had that running play where the for nothing.
2-yard loss.
Right.
Okay, so 3rd and 27. They got to get all the way to just outside the 45-yard line in order to make this thing complete. So, all right, Heavy's to this side. He's going to do a little flip out to the wing across the 15 to the 20, and they're going to knock him out of the way at the 22-yard line. So that's a long way from picking up a first down. So the first punt of the evening as he gets to the 22. It'll bring up a 4th and a long way to go. So we'll see the first punt of the night. And number 17 is in to do that. He is Stanley Davis. He's an 11th grader. He'll put a foot into it at about the 10 or 11-yard line.
He ought to have practice from last week.
So there's timeout on the field, Brian. 10:58 left in the first on the Scenic Sports Network. Coach Kelly, Coach Harris didn't want to see what he wanted to see on that lineup, so he wanted to be sure his players knew. The kick is underway, and it's dropped to the 42, but number 1 picks it up and picks up some few yards there. LaDavian Williams. And he's going to get about a 4-yard carry on the return. They almost blocked that, Brian.
Yeah, they did. They got close, and then, of course, you almost had a fumble there, or I guess you did have a drop. Of course, we know he's pretty sure-handed. We watched him last Thursday night. He was him, and let's see, it was Keon Wilson, number 5, and seemed like number 2, maybe Octavius Snell, were the big leaders on the Ashford team last week. Let's see what they do tonight.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. 10:46 left in the first period. Oh, we're going to get a 5-yard penalty for encroachment. We'll see if indeed 66 moved, or did someone on the Yellow Jacket side flinch, but no cigar. They're going to pack it off 5 yards, and here we go. It'll be it's going to be first down and 5. All right, here's the full house backfield. Got them all in there, jammed up close. Hand off to number 1. Williams cuts across the 50. Going to fall forward to about the 48-yard line.
Lost his foot in there. I don't know if, of course.
It's kind of thin there in that part of the field.
There is a line there. You're right. I guess maybe from last week, no rain.
I'm sure they've kept it wet as much as possible, throughout the week but it does look a little bit worn right in that area there. Flips to Williams again to the near side. To 50, turns the outside, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25-yard line goes number 1, LaDavian Williams, and he picks up first down territory. They're going to mark it at the 20, just inside the 24-yard line. Great run.
Good run. Once again, he's one of those backs. Once he gets outside the ends, if he's got that just a little opening there, he can get a good positive gain out of it.
All right, here comes the next play. 1st and 10, under 10 minutes left in this first period. Number 66 over center. That is Kenneth Todd for the quarterback. Number 2, Octavia Snell. And he's going to be dropped. Ball was down at the just about, we'll make it the 34. So he lost some big yardage there.
Good defensive play by number 7, James Pritchett for Bullock County. Nothing faked him off. He stayed his ground. And
well, that whole right side of the line just caved in. And Snell had nothing to do but eat it. Almost fumbled it. Okay, we got 2 wide outs to the far side and 1 here to the near side. Back in shotgun formation is Snell. Here's the snap, hands it to Williams. Fakes it to Williams, keeps it himself. Down to the 10. Almost, inside the 5-yard line goes number 2, Octavia Snell on the keeper. I thought he tossed it off to LaDavian Williams, but then I saw Williams knocked down quickly, and then the play continues to go, and then I pick up Snell, and he takes it down inside the 5.
Very good fake.
They're going to mark it just outside the 5.
Had a great fake to the back, and I mean there was a hole big enough.
We may have been.
We may have could have made a few yards out of it, Bobby.
It'll probably close before I got there, though. All right, Snell over at quarterback. Takes a snap, hands to Williams, and he's going to barrel his way down to about the 2 or 3 yard line before he's pushed back.
He had a little bobble there too, Bobby.
Yeah.
That's several plays that they bobbled the ball a little bit tonight. Which, when you have to concentrate on bringing that ball in, it's hard to go forward 100% because you want to secure that ball.
All right, he's going to bring up 2nd and goal at the 3. Kendon Wilson may get it to the right side. On the left, go to the right this time. And we're going to have an encroachment call.
These varsity guys know to watch that football. I don't know why those 2 guys have.
So that's half the distance to the goals. That makes it just outside, just inside the hash mark for the extra point try. Still 2nd. Here's the snap. Hands off to number 5, and he's going to just waltz into the end zone. That is Keon Wilson. Puts the 6 points on the scoreboard for the Yellow Jackets right off the bat here on that 2-yard keeper. Thanks to that run that Williams made early when he cut to the near side here and rambled down to about the 22 or 3 yard line. And about 3 or 4 plays later, Ashford puts it into the end zone. So in to try the extra point is going to be Gavin Dunham. So they're going to place the ball down. Looks like number 60 is going to kick. Aaron Daughtry. No good. So it was number 6 that did the kicking there. Aaron Daughtry, so the PAT fails, so there's timeout on the field, and there's timeout here on the Scenic Sports Network. 6-0 Ashford.
Go ahead.
7:37 left in the first period of play. The score now 6-0 in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Just a great drive that took maybe 9 plays, I believe, if my calculations up in my memory are there. They put it into the end zone. The 6 points. The PAT no good. 6-0 Ashford. Here's the kick. And it's a good one this time. He's going to take it at the 17 across the 30 to the 35-yard line. He is knocked down hard by number 14, Devontae Williams.
What a lick. Good coverage on the kickoff by Ashford that time.
So that number 10, Christopher Sykes, I believe he felt that hit.
Yep.
So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. This is a second possession for Bullock County. Their first was counting all the penalties. Basically, it was a 3 and out, and they lost probably 12 yards on it. So here we go, 1st and 10, shotgun formation for number 2, Darren Beecham. Here's the snap. He looks to throw. Over the head, intended for number 81. And that name is Sean Cumming. He's a senior, 5'9", 160. He'd had to been about 6'8" to pull that one down.
Bobby, I think they're going to have to continue to try to do some of this passing. We saw how hard it was to run, especially in the second half against Ashford last week. Their line stiffened up pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, here we go with 2nd and 10. Hands off to 22.
As we say again.
And number 60's there. Oh, that is Aaron Doherty. And up there we got a flag on the play. So that stops the clock at 7:13 as we
called that young man's number many times last week, Aaron Daughtry. And there again, he was Johnny on the spot.
Is this going to be a...
It's from the umpire, so it could be holding, could...
Face mask. So that's a big one against Ashford.
Yep.
Hey, that's not supposed to be from the line of scrimmage. It's supposed to be from the spot of the foul. But they're going to give it to him from the line of scrimmage, so we'll be down to the 50-yard line. So that was a flagrant face mask penalty.
I think they're all flagrant now. I mean, I don't think there's. I think professionally, college, I think all of them now are.
There's no incidental?
Yeah, I don't think. Don't hold me to that, but I believe that's changed.
All right, here we go with 7 minutes. 1st and 10, new life for the Hornets. Number 2, Darren Beecham.
Bullock County right here would throw that deep pass a while ago that they threw.
Hands off to 22 again. He gets an opening, and he's going to fight for nearly 10 yards on that carry. It goes number 22, Brad Bennett. Well, there's another flag. Well, did they pick up the handkerchief? Maybe I was a yellow shoe I saw.
I think you saw the yellow shoe from Ashford. I think you did that last week, Bobby.
I think I did. All right, here we go with 2nd and 1. Beecham, shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Rolls to his left. Looking, throwing.
Wow.
And
I tell you what, these defensive backs are hitting tonight.
Christopher Manuel met up with number 14, Devontae Williams, and he knows he got hit. Right there when the ball came. So it's 3rd and 1. Stops the clock at 6:02. About halfway into this first period of play. And the score 6-0. Ashford on top of Bullock County. And they have penetrated to the Yellow Jackets 40-yard line. And look at number 4 on a and they loaded the buck up and they came after him. Dion Jenkins put him down, kind of moved the ball back to the 50. That's a 9-yard loss.
Great, just perfect call for a blitz at that time. And
so there's time out on the field. 5:49 is the time. 6-0 Ashford on the Scenic Sports Network. Following the heat timeout called by the officials, we have 5:45 left in this first period of play. Back in punt formation are the Hornets. That 10-yard loss on this fourth down.
They got a fake.
They got a fake, and
I couldn't tell if he.
They say they're going to say he caught it. That was number 4, Dion Jenkins. Excuse me.
Man, that's kind of tough to try one there on about the 40. What were they on? The 45 or so?
They were
40,
on the
50.
50.
Gives Ashford good field position again.
Yep. All right, here we go with a handoff. Here comes Williams with a whistle. There are yellow handkerchiefs on the field this time. Looks like we're going to have an illegal procedure against the Jackets.
More flags already in this first quarter than we've had probably in the first 2 ball games we've done.
Yeah, illegal procedure. So we're still first. It's going to be 1st and 15 for the Yellow Jackets with 5:22 left in this first period of play.
Well, Bobby, we've got the humidity down.
Yes.
If we can just get the temperature a little lower, it'd be just right.
It'd be perfect.
Nice night for football, actually.
What's so unusual, though, is I haven't seen the train come. By this time last week, we'd already had 3.
That's right. Yeah, something's up then.
All right, here come the Jackets with a 1st and 15. Here we go. Up the middle to number 1. He gets in the secondary, 50, 45, cuts back to his right to 40. 2, cuts out again, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. What a run by number 1, LaDavian Williams. Man.
Bobby, we talked about this before the game even started when people were saying, y'all saw Bullock County play, and we talked about that Daleville back. And I told a buddy of mine down there who's an Ashford guy, I said, the backs we saw play last Thursday night can do the same thing, and he just did it.
Yes, sir. He sure did.
That cutting back, and
that was a 60-plus yard run down to the 5-yard line. All right, here we go, 1st and 10. Ashford knocking on the door, leading by 6. Wideouts to the left side and to the right. Hands off to number 1, cuts it back in the middle. He's charging, but he's not going to be able to get it into the end zone, but he got it inside the 1 anyway. So LaDavian Williams unable to get it into the end zone, but he got it mighty close. Just a little sneak would take that right on into the end zone. So we're 2nd and goal with 4:20 left here in this first period of play. Snell under center. Here's the snap. Gives it to number 14, and number 14 takes it in. Devontae Williams.
Yep. They went from their double wing to just an I formation and did a little quick hit to the fullback for a quick score.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. Time out on the field, it's 12-0. The point after touchdown is coming with 4:04 left in the first period of play. Ashford up 12-zip. The extra point attempt coming from number 60, Aaron Doherty. He had a good foot into it the last time. It just was wide left. So here's this one. And this one's going to be good. No, they're going to say it's wide right. So that's timeout on the field. 12-0, Ashford on top of the visiting Bullock County Hornets on the Scenic Sports Network. We set it up to tee it off again with a 12-0 lead for Ashford. Thanks to the swift running of number 1, LaDavius Williams. He has set up both scores for the Yellow Jackets. So here we go. Number 60 is going to kick it off. Aaron Daughtry. The squibble is going to be at the 16-yard line. Number 7 cuts back across the field and tries reverse field again, and that's going to kill him. Number 7 is tackled by number 12, it looks like.
That was a host of them.
Yeah, number 12, Ratavian McGee. So it'll be 1st and 10, just shy of the 30-yard line for Bullock County.
Well, I'm going to say it again. They can't seem to run on that defensive front of Ashford right now, so I see some passing coming out, or maybe that draw again, but they've got to do something to loosen that defense up.
Triple wide outs to the near side, a single on the far side away from us. Here's the snap back to number 2, Darren Beecham. Kind of high, but he throws. It's complete to number 81 to the 40, and he's going to get thrown down at about the 45, maybe the 46. Well, they're going to say at the 42. So that's enough for the first down. That's what Bullock County's got to do, is just kind of set the tone and let their players get comfortable, and so they can pick up some good yardage. They'd never really got on track last week, so we'll see what happens tonight. 3.5 minutes left in the first. 1st and 10. Busted play coming to the near side across the 50, and number 4 is going to bring him down. Tripped up by number 14, Devontae Williams, and Jenkins pulls him in, number 4. So it's going to be 2nd and 5. All right, they got everything, all the power here to the near side. .243, clock ticking. Here's the snap, back to Beecham. He looks, he throws, and it's tipped away by number 11. Number 4 couldn't pull it in, Devon Grooms. So we'll see what this penalty is going to be. Looks like it's going to be against Bullock County.
I don't know if it's going to be a hold, or I saw the umpire grab his wrist like a hold, but he may have been changing the down marker on his wrist, so I'm not sure.
So Ashford's talking it over. Coach Harris made the decision. He said, take the penalty, guys. So they back him up 5 yards, so it's 2nd and 10. As the illegal procedure is to call against the Hornets.
That was actually an ineligible receiver, is the sign he gave. Downfield.
2:35 to go. Shotgun formation, number 2. Beecham. Just a host. Let's see, we got 4, 60, 62. Back there at the end. Let's see, that's we had number 4, Dion Jenkins, 60, Aaron Daughtery, 62, Kyle Welch in on that tackle. And it's another loss. It's going to be 3rd and 20 for Bullock County.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't get the fans the sack on that one. I saw him throw that arm, and I went downfield, Bobby, so.
It was nice. It was pretty. Up.
Goodness.
Got a whistle.
They called timeout for the play.
Okay, so there's timeout on the field. 1:49 left. It's 12-zip. Ashford over Bullock County on the Scenic Sports A minute 49 left in this first period. It has been all Ashford Yellow Jackets, as the Bullock County Hornets trying to get something on track. Back to pass. He got a man open, but he underthrew him by about 5 yards. Pass was intended for number 81, Sean Cumming, and it falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th and 20. So here's the 4th down play, which is going to put it in punt formation.
I don't think we'll see the fake this time, Bobby.
No, I don't think so. Oh, look here. It's going to be a easy. Nope. Going to roll out of the end zone. That gives them 2 more points. $52 got the block. That is Roderick Fajan. So we get a 2-point safety here on that block punt. So it's rolling all Yellow Jackets here. It's bleeding yellow on the field, Brian.
Something else, I tell you. But Bullock County just cannot seem to get the break.
They can't seem to get on track for some reason. It took them about 2 quarters last week before they finally started, but they scored their points on big plays, and they had that one big play, but
and not to take anything away, but I think we did see quite a few fresh Delville faces when they started actually scoring.
Oh yeah.
So I don't. Be honest, is not familiar enough with Bullock County to know how many young folks they got, but yeah, they're struggling for sure. And then this don't make it any easier on a safety, having to kick off from the 20.
Yep. He's electing to kick it from the 20 without a punt. Just a kickoff style. That's going to give Ashford mighty fine field position. So here we go. A nice end over end is going to fall to number 1 at the 36. He dropped the ball, goes through the first thing. He's gone. He's gone. Williams is gone from the 40 to 10, 20, 30, 40. 52-yard touchdown for number 1, Davion Williams. And that makes the score 20-0 with the extra point coming up. Coach Harris has got one finger in the air for the team. So let's go for the 1. So number 60's out there to try the extra field goal. So they cannot find the.
They need the
block
or the holder.
They're going to do it without the block. All right, here's the snap. It's going to be in the air, and it's low. So it's 20-0. A minute 24 left in the first period of play. Wow. Timeout on the field. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. All right, we got a minute and 24 seconds left in the first. Ashford's been quite busy during this period. They have already put 3 touchdowns, missed 3 extra points, and had a 2-point safety here just in the first quarter. And it's 20-0. Ashford on top of the Bullock County Hornets. Here's the kick. And it's a short end over end. It's going to bounce. Taken by a short player up, and he gets to the middle of the field and slips down. Of course, he saw number 52 coming at him, and that may have hasten his fall to the ground. So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 with 1:18 left in the first. Bullock County is going to try it once again. All right, we're set to go here. As deep is Darren Beecham, as we have 3 wideouts to the near side, single formation to the right. Darren Beecham, the quarterback. Here's the snap. He looks to throw. He's got a man, but has to come up short, and he winds up keeping the ball, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards to about the 41. And that was number 2, Beecham, as unable to get the pass intended to number 81, and pulled it in and tried to run and make up some yardage and picked up about 4 yards.
That was good defense by the Ashford defensive backfield, to prevent him from throwing that ball downfield.
All right, here we go with 36 seconds. Beecham takes his time. Throws a low pass out to number 7, James Pritchett. And it falls incomplete. That stops the clock with 21 seconds left in the first period. And I do believe that brings up a 4th down.
I tell you, he made like we talked about earlier, second play from scrimmage, the perfect throw. I think you called it about 50 plus yards, right on the money, and every pass since then has been off, either too low or over their head, or he cannot settle in for some reason.
Well, it could be the fact all them black jerseys running in there toward him.
Could have a little bit to do with that.
All right, here we go with, now we're going to take a timeout. So timeout on the field, the score 20-0. 21 seconds remains in the first period. It's Ashford over Bullock County. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Roll.
All right, following the timeout by the Hornets. It's 3rd and 7. Beecham's in shotgun formation. Alongside him, number 22. This is Brad Bennett. Now behind him. Here's the snap. They throw it to number 7, complete the 40 to the 45. Not quite the 45, about the 43-yard line.
His own player even helped defend that one.
Yep. And we got a flag, or is that a shoe? No, they've stopped it with 3 seconds. As it's a sideline warning.
Sideline warning, yes.
So the next time they get that, there'll be a penalty. So 4th down, 3 yards to go. We are at the just shy of the 45-yard line in Bullock County territory, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first period of play. With timeout on the field after one quarter of play, it's 20-0. It's Ashford on top of Bullock County, watching the Scenic Sports Network. All right, we've been watching the cheerleaders have a grand old time with the band striking up the music as we are swapping ends of the field now. It's going to be 4th down and 3 yards to go. And it looks like they're going to be going for it. Down 20-0. I guess they feel they got to try to put something together. Here's the snap. And he throws into the dirt intended for number 81. And that's going to put the ball over on downs.
Well, Bobby, I know these guys get paid more than I do and for their job, and they know a lot more than I do. But I just, even down 20, I don't quite. I like to go for things sometimes like that, but not where the ball was placed, not on the inside their own 45-yard line. If I was on this other side, maybe think about it, but they're just giving Ashford too much good field position tonight.
Well, you know, Ashford is their folks block so well. You know, they've already scored a long run by Williams, and here he comes reversing his field, going to get across the 40, going to go out of bounds about the 43, and
I believe it's going to be a face mask there.
Either a face mask or a late hit, as 14 fell on him out of bounds. That stops the clock at 11:43. He picks up, let's see, it's the 45. He picks up 7 yards. Okay, face mask violation against the Hornets. That's going to move Ashford down the field about 15 more yards, and he also gets the 7 yards that he ran before the penalty. So great luck for the Yellow Jackets as they put it 1st and 10 at about the 23-yard line. 14 gets a hole wide open, bursts through the 20 down to about the 16 or 17-yard line. Goes number 14 and a late flag coming in. That was Devontae Williams running the ball that time.
Sloppy play on Bullock County's part.
So we'll see what the penalty is going to be. The stop of the clock.
And sportsmanlike.
Yep. That's going to be another major distance.
That's
going to be half the distance to go inside the 10-yard line.
Well, Bullock County don't need any help shooting themselves in the foot, and they're just not helping their cause any with those kind of penalties.
All right, here we go with 1st and goal at the 9. Guess who gets the ball? Number 1. And guess what? He goes in the end zone. It's like didn't even look like he was at full speed, but he galloped right onto the end zone and put 6 points on the scoreboard. It's now 26-0 as we are going for the extra point attempt. So they got the little block to rest the ball on this time, which they didn't have on the last attempt. So number 60 is Aaron Daughtry. Here's a snap. It's placed down. It's blocked. So there's timeout on the field with 8:51 left in the half. It's 26-0 Ashford over Bullock County. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Here's the kickoff. It's a little floater. It's going to hit at the 25. It's still on the ground. And number 80, I believe, finally fell on it for.
They were letting that thing bounce around like
it was 20. Justin Mitchell.
Rubber ball back there, and they were fixing to make another mistake and lose that thing. Finally, one of them got smart enough just to fall on the ball.
So with 8:43, Bullock County starts another drive. This time it's just shy of the 30-yard line at the 29. All right, here's the snap. It's kind of high. They flip it to the outside, trying to turn the corner across the 30 to the 35. And we're going to have a flag at about the 30-yard line.
I'm thinking they're going to call a face mask there, Bobby, but I don't believe, and I'm looking through the lens here, but I don't believe he actually had the face mask, even though it looked like it. I think he had him just under the on the pads under the helmet.
Yeah, but that's they call that as a collar. That's as bad as a face mask.
Holding. Wow.
Ooh.
I was all the way off on that one.
So they back it from the 34. Now it's going to go back to the 19.
Just when that runner hit about the 30-yard line, that Ashford guy almost had him, and he broke that tackle, and I just saw his head kind of pop back, and I was assuming that that's what that was.
Well, you're 0-1 for the night.
Yes, I am.
Clock resumes at 8:21 and counting for the first half. 26-0. All Yellow Jackets. High snap. He tries to cross away. Number 22. Number 4 cuts in, and they are able to slow him up enough that he would lose his footing. That's number 22, Brad Bennett. Uh-oh.
Number 2 don't need to be doing that because he is one of their key players. We will see some ejections out of this, Bobby.
Yeah, there's flies everywhere. Flags everywhere.
60 steps in, takes a little bit of charge there. That was good. They will I will be very surprised if there's no ejections here.
Looks like the Bullock County coach is out there at the 15-yard line. Tell them to sit down. Well, I think what they've done is they've taken a time out to talk about this, and we'll see what's going to go on with it as all the officials are huddled up together at about the 25, and both coaches are out there now.
Yeah, both coaches trying to get control, and typically when you see that many flags, I say it didn't quite get as bad. I have been out there when we've had to throw every flag we had, and we usually carry 2 and throw a hat. So,
this is a pretty tough sport. I mean, it's not hard to get your cage rattled once in a while. But
unable to watch a playback here or anything. But I think that was started actually by one of the Bullock County guys, and I imagine, Bobby, that's frustration on their part. Can't move the ball, can't seem to do anything right now, and that's where we always told, when I was officiating, we always told the team captains, you're responsible and you have to take charge. And it took several minutes before I saw any players on either side kind of step up and take leadership and get their guys calmed down. But you have to defend yourself too, so.
I guess they're still debating on who's going to be ejected and who's not.
That's probably, I will be very surprised if there's not an ejection. Or 2 or 3 or 4.
The situation here is a 1st and 20, and Bullock County just.
And there's going to be some because Coach Harris done pulled his hat off and waving it, so he's a little upset. And I wouldn't be surprised if number 2, Octavius Snell, is going to be one of those because I saw him right in the middle of some of that. Don't know if he started it or was on the end of it, but and he's a key player. If I remember, and I'm sure somebody out there in TV land can call me and remind me and tell me I'm wrong, it seems like if a player is ejected, then they're suspended for the next game, I think, unless it's appealed. If I wish Coach Harry Wayne was here tonight, he could verify that for me.
Oh, he can straighten it out real quick.
Because it's been a while since I've been down there, and I cannot remember. But it seems like if they were actually turned into the state for ejection, they had to sit the bench for some time, depending on the severity.
So the officials are still trying to sort this thing out.
Coach Harris is not, of course, I know he's not condoning what was going on, but undoubtedly there's going to be some players ejected because he's not a happy camper.
No, especially if it's number 2 for the Jackets.
Well, I know I saw him. Yeah, I know I saw number 2 right smack in the middle of that. Now, like I said, I don't know if he started or if he was a recipient of it and just got involved, but
yeah, he's going to get them all there together.
Yeah, this is where you calm them down, get their heads back focused. I mean, there's no reason. Again, from playing, growing up, and I mean, if somebody starts something, you're going to kind of take up for your buddies or your team. But when you got a 20-0 lead, you know, 26. I'm sorry. You know the other team's going to have some frustrations, and you don't need to lose your cool because you're in charge. So.
Yep. So they'll probably be a pretty good lesson learned on both sides of the football here tonight. As of the consequences that faces this, and this sport does get out of hand sometimes. We even see the pros do it.
Oh yeah.
But in this particular category of football, and this is not a right way to teach young people to act. So you want them to at least stand up and be a man, of course, and not be run over. But then, of course, you want to be able to account for your discretions.
Right.
And hopefully we won't see too many discretions here thrown at the Yellow Jackets, as the officials are still.
Yeah, they're making sure they got the right numbers and they all saw the same thing and who saw what. And usually, if you had the same official see the same number more than a couple officials see it, then it's kind of like in anything else. You're kind of confirming what was seen, and like I said, they don't have replay like in the pros now. We're seeing a lot that they can go back and look. So they want to make sure it's right because, like I said, I may be wrong, but I believe there is some punishment for getting ejected, and so this is important when you kick a boy out of the game. There is a little bit of repercussions there, or consequences.
And it looks as though number 2 is not out there for the Jackets.
Yeah, I thought maybe with the microphone system and stuff now that they may announce the ejections if there is any. We'll find out here in just a second. Wow.
I didn't understand a thing you said.
Unsportsmanlike on each one, and then there was another foul, but personal foul, I believe he said. But now, Bobby, I don't believe there's going to be any ejections on that. So
they got penalized half the distance to the goal from the line of scrimmage, which is the 29, and then they're going to be charged with a.
I believe he said he just gave the ejections, but I cannot hear it. I apologize to the TV audience. We got the band playing and in the back warming up, and so there was some ejections. I was a little shocked if there wasn't going to be some ejections. And I believe he said number 2.
Well, number 2 for them is out there on the field.
For Ashford, I meant.
Yeah.
Which that's Octavius Snell. I didn't hear who was ejected on their side, but he did look like 2 or 3 ejections. That was the thumb going back.
Well, I don't see Octavius at all. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I see he's got his thing undone.
So he is probably through for tonight. And now the officials have got both teams center field, and they'll tell them that they're not going to put up with this. and they're here to play ball. And they expect to see that from here on out.
So I guess we've got it all sorted out. And set to go with a 2nd down and 11 for the Hornets. Quarterback is still number 2. He takes the shot, hands off to 22, goes around the far away, and he cannot turn the corner. He may get half a yard, Brian, but he could not turn the corner as number 11 for the Jackets was over there. Gavin Dunham, and he stopped him.
And I don't know if you were keeping up with how long we were stopped, but takes a little time to get going here again for these guys.
Right here we're faced with a 3rd and 11. Bullock County trying to muster up some kind of offense. Looks to throw to 81 in the middle, and they catches it. But then number 11 puts him on the ground. Great coverage there by Gavin Dunham, and but it's enough for them to pick up a 1st down. And Lord, that's probably only about their 2nd or 3rd first down of the night.
Right. Actually, good pass coming across the middle, wide open. And
basically, that pass like that has been open all night. He just hadn't had the time to throw it.
That's right.
Because the guys are in the backfield so quickly. So
probably a heat timeout.
Yeah. So there's timeout on the field. 4:58 left in the half. 26-0 is our score, and Ashford at the better end of it on the Scenic Sports Network. All right, we're back at it with 4:55 left in the first half. 26-0 Ashford with 1st and 10 for Bullock County. And it's their 1st down in a long time for them. Some discussion going on in the backfield. Here's the snap. It's a keeper. And number 61 is going to take him down. That is Devin Simpson. And he's going to lose some pretty big yardage. And you were right, Brian, about on the ejection. Number 7, James Pritchett, was ejected for Bullock County that we know of. And we don't know if there may have been a couple of players from there, but we're just unsure. And then Octavia Snell is through for the night as he was part of that melee, and so he'll face some suspension there. All right, here we go with a 2nd down and 17. Beecham looks. Waits for the ball, comes back to him. 81. Well, it was intended for number 8, Kentavious Jenkins, but there's a flag in the backfield.
Well, the play before, I think 22, which is Brad Bennett, was I think it was supposed to be kind of an option. The quarterback could keep it or pitch. And he kind of got ahead of the back, and so there was no blocking or nobody to pitch to. So that got him way back there. And then, again, another overthrow.
They signal a penalty against the Jackets as they're talking to the Hornets at this time. That stops the clock at 2:38. And we're marking off some yardage here. It's a major distance penalty. Roughing the pass is a charge. That's going to be an automatic 1st down. So back to 1st and 10 now as the Hornets get some new life. They want to get some points on the board before they go into the locker room at the half. So Darren Beecham looks to the sidelines with a last-minute play calling. He's set for his teams, barks his signals. Kind of high, but he's going to throw it. It was intended for number 8, Kentavious Jenkins, and number 10, Troy Griggs for the Jackets, knocked it away.
Good defensive play by number 10 for Ashford. Well, Bullock County, again, has got to try to go in at halftime and settle the quarterback down. He's overthrown. Like I said, some of it's been pressure. Some of it looks like timing or maybe a release problem. Some of the running plays have been kind of misunderstood. So
here's the snap, hands off to 22. He turns the corner this time to the 40, 25, 35, and then down to the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. That'll stop the clock, move the chains at 2:21 left in the first half of play. That's the best running play they've had all night.
Best one. And he actually put his head down right before the tackle and got another couple yards.
Brad Bennett was the ball carrier.
There's been a few plays, like I said earlier, where he just looks like he'd been kind of lost in the backfield tonight. But that one, just a simple kind of handoff to the outside, and he had a good run.
Out here comes the snap, the call, passing to number 81, but there's a flag here in the backfield. Sometimes that's a signal for holding, but the pass was complete to the 23-yard line. So we're talking to the Yellow Jackets. So apparently that's going to go against the Hornets. It looks like they're going to mark it off from the spot of the foul. Yeah, it is.
Again, shooting themselves in the foot.
Yep.
And
they had great field position. And now it's not so great. It's still first and a long ways to go. The clock has it at 20.
It's like for every step they take forward, they're taking 6 back.
All right, back in shotgun formation again is Darren Beecham. Here's the snap. Beecham looks. He throws for number 81, and it's going to be caught by Williams. And did a great move there. And he's got some room, and he's going to take it out to about the 38-yard line. What a nice run back by Williams as he scoots it out to the, they're going to mark it at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10. A minute 24 left in this first half of play.
Bobby hit that ball, just kind of floated on Beecham, I believe is his name.
Yeah.
And if there's one guy on that defense you don't want to catch the ball,
it's number 1.
It's number 1, because we've seen how he runs on offense. So
we'll see who the new quarterback's going to be. Looks like it's going to be number 11. And this is Gavin Dunham.
This is where it's important. Last week he got a lot of play.
Oh, loose ball, get the ball. There we go. Oh, he almost coughed it up there, but he's able to get almost back to the line of scrimmage as the handoff was just a bit late, and he alertly able to get back on it. So it's a 2nd and 11.
Maybe I jinxed him there, but what I was going to say, we saw them Thursday night with the lead they got. They were able to play a lot of young guys too, and I was going to say that's important for situations like this right here.
Oh, yeah.
Just maybe a little nerves or just.
Clock rolls at 45 seconds. Right up the gut is number 1, Williams, and he just barrels for yardage across the 40 down to up to the 45 to the 47-yard line, and Ashford wants to talk things over with 36 seconds left here in the first half. It's 26-0. It's the Yellow Jackets over the Hornets here in Ashford, Alabama. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. .36 seconds left in the first half of play. Due to that long timeout. Well, it actually wasn't timeout, but we had that scuffle in the field. Look at number 14 up the middle. He's to the 35-yard line as he picks up that first down.
Good quick hit, just a real quick trap.
It was wide open for him. I mean, she could have drove a tank through there.
We've seen Ashford mostly in that double wing, and now I don't know because of the different quarterback or what. That was an I formation that time, and now they're kind of
all right, they're going to should go for
shotgun.
The end zone here. And Ashford moved. It'll be a little illegal procedure. Stops the clock for 17 seconds.
That might not have been a bad thing because I don't think his guy was where he was looking to throw. Oh, is that another flag? From the side judge. I don't know if one of the players may have
This may go against Williams.
I could have swore I saw another
Here we
flag
go. Here's
up.
the rest of it. $15 yards.
Yeah, he was walking by the side judge on the other side of the field, and then I saw that flag go up. So probably just a little jaw jacking over there.
Yep.
And after the fighting and things, those kind of penalties are going to be flagged pretty quick now, just again to try to maintain control.
So we've got timeout as Coach Harris says, hey guys, we're going to talk about this here with 14 seconds left. So there's timeout on the field. 26 zips our score, and that means 0 for the Bullock County Hornets and 26 for the Ashford High School Yellow Jackets. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. All right, here we go with the final play here with 14 seconds. He's back to look, number 11, just to number 1, Williams. His foot hit the ground at about the 48 or 49-yard line.
He'd want to keep running, but you can't do that in this league.
And that's going to bring it to the end of the first period of play. 26 for the Ashford Yellow Jackets, 0 for the Bullock County Hornets. It's halftime. We're going to have some great performance here from the Ashford High School Sound of the Wiregrass Band. All right, welcome back to W.H. Brown Stadium, where the score is the Yellow Jackets 26, the Hornets of Bullock County 0. And we're about to tee it up, kick it off, and we're underway. And the ball is going to be at the 20-yard line, coming to the near side. Walker on the reception. He gets it across the 35, where to be 1st and 10.
Well, Bobby, it's college football time.
Yeah.
I watched games last night that I didn't even care what teams it was, but I wanted to watch it just because it was college.
Well, I'm probably going to be in my easy chair all day with Alabama and Auburn playing 11:30, and then my Trojans playing at 2:30. And then we got LSU playing Oregon
that's going to be
tomorrow night. It's going to be a day of football. Back to the task at hand here now, 11:51 in the third period. And here comes Williams taking the ball. He crosses the 35, still on his feet, the 40. And he's going to get to about the 38-yard line as Williams continues to run and pick up some yardage. Tackled by number 8 and 14. Number 8 is, well, if I put my glasses on, I could tell you. Shane Cumming was number 14, and Dion Jenkins was number 8 for the defensive team there. So it brings up a 2nd down and 2, more like 3, but we'll call it 2 here. Williams in motion, takes the handoff, and our quarterback's going to be hemmed up in the backfield.
I think that was just some miscommunication there. It looks like he wasn't sure which one to hand it to, or one of the backs didn't realize he was supposed to take it.
So with that loss in yardage, it's going to make it third, and looks like about 8.
Bobby, it's going to be a little interesting here. I know it's 26-0, but your team changes a little bit when you lose your starting quarterback, and we'll see if Bullock County can capitalize on that a little bit.
All right, here comes the third down call for the Jackets. Number 11 is your quarterback, Gavin Dunham. He started last Thursday night, but Octavius Snell took most of the snaps as Williams is hemmed up in the middle of the line, and he's going to get maybe 2 yards on the play. So it's got to be 4th and about 6.
Is this the first punt for Ashford?
This will be the first punt for Ashford. Number 10 back to kick is Troy Griggs. So here's the snap. Gets it off good. No pressure. Gets a good kick. It's going to hit the ground. And it's going to roll for the 25 all the way down to the 21-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for Bullock County. Brian, they have got to establish some kind of offense here. They've shown sparks of getting it together, but then they shoot themselves in the foot. So we'll see what they can do on this first possession for them in the third period. That usually sets the tone. Ashford was nothing really exciting with really about a 3 or 4 and out with their series. So,
well, you said it. I think this drive will set the tone of what Bullock County, are they going to continue to look like they did the first half, or is there a different team out here? We'll tell this drive, I believe.
We have some confusion. An illegal
substitution fraction, yep.
So that backs it up 5. So it'll be 1st and 15.
And this came from the side judge over there, so one of them was trying to get off the field undoubtedly and got caught.
So we got 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 here to the near side. Here's the snap, hands it to 22, and boom in the backfield. He's going to get to cross the 20 to about the 21. I'm sorry, cross the 15 to about the 21. So it'll be 2nd and about 13 from the 16.
If you notice, Bullock County don't run many different formations.
No, it's all pretty simple. Oh,
wow. That was right on the chin.
Number 4, that's Dion Jenkins.
And he held on.
I don't think he held it long enough. Yeah, they say he didn't catch it. That would have stirred things up if they'd have given him that one.
Well, I was going to give him a lot of credit for, man, your quarterback's struggling a little bit tonight, and then he throws it up there and just leaves you. That's the kind that, as you hear him talk about in the pros, don't make the receivers very happy.
Yep.
Just leaving them wide open like that.
So it just falls an incomplete pass. 8-17 in the third. Quarterback's coming out to give the play out to everybody. And it's probably just like the last one, only catch it this time. Beecham takes the snap, hands to 22. Bennett. And Bennett doesn't turn the corner much. He gets it out to the 20. So it's going to bring up a 4th and about 11 or 12.
Bullock County just cannot, either with their ends or tackles, I mean, they can't get the outside blocks to break that back. And just a few times tonight have we seen him been able to turn it upfield for positive yardage.
All right, here we come with a fourth down situation. Ford, and we get a timeout called. Let's see who it's going to be for. And it goes for Ashford, as Coach Harris wants to talk to him at 7:31 of the third period. It's 26-0, Ashford over Bullock County. All right, here we go. We've got things back together here. See how this punt goes for number 17, Stanley Davis, for Bullock County. It's over his head.
Unbelievable. They
number
cannot, 3. They cannot buy one, Bobby.
Number 3 gets it at the 1. So it'll be first and goal.
It's been a hold, or it's been a penalty of some sort, or it's been a bad snap every time.
Well, this one was definitely a bad snap.
Exactly.
It was over his head. So we get the call from the coach, and we're going to go in here and say, guys, let's just sneak this up the middle and put 6 more on the board.
And if you're Bullock County's coach, you got to be sitting there going, what in the world do I got to do?
All right, first and goal. Williams is going to take it into the end zone. So that adds 6 more points. That makes it 32. 32-0 with the extra point attempt coming. So Bullock County did not do it well in setting the tone for the third football game.
No, they hadn't. We said that it was, and I think they've just shown that it's going to be same old football this half, unfortunately.
All right, we have number 20 in to attempt the extra point this time. This is Levi Bridges.
This was our kicker last week.
It's down, it's up. No good. Wide left. So there's timeout on the field. 7:17 left in the third period. 32-0, Ashford over Bullock County. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Well, here we are to the kickoff. It's going to be the kickoff from number 60, Aaron Daugherty. And we'll see if they're going to do the same thing again. Well, they kicked this one easy. It's on the ground, and number 60 runs back there and gets on it.
Wow, that almost worked.
That almost worked.
Well, you look like a normal kickoff. You're not any kind of onside formation. And so you just kind of pooch it right behind that line. That's not a bad try.
Number 9 coming into the game, Hayden Harrison for the Yellow Jackets. The guys in the trenches have done pretty well tonight for the guys in black, right?
They sure have. That's 2 games in a row we've seen them really play some good defensive ball.
Well, they've spent more time in the Hornets' backfield than they have in their own. All right, here's the first snap for Bullock County. Darren Beecham fakes the handoff, gives it to number 8, and he is just gang tackled at the 35.
Almost 11 players tackled him that time. I think there was 2 maybe.
62, 60, 52, and 14.
As they say, I've heard them say
Welch, Devontae Williams, Devin Simpson. Just a host of black jerseys.
I believe that's what you say as a host.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We got what?
Heat timeout.
Heat timeout. 5:43 left in the third. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Okay, back to action here with a 2nd and 6 for the Hornets. New back in the backfield for them, number 3. But they hand it to 22. Number 60 almost got to him. 22 is able to turn the corner, gets across the 35, almost to the 40-yard line. We'll see where they stop his forward progress. Looks like it's going to be about the 38 or 39-yard line.
Bobby, I noticed last week when Bullock County played Delville and then tonight, I was thinking, a little bit of not being able to get the blocking around the outside for Bullock County. But both of these defenses seem to be a little bit faster than the Bullock County guys.
Yeah. Yep.
So it may be as much speed as anything else.
Yeah, Ashford's got some speed. They're little, but they got some speed. All right, here's the snap. Almost drops it. Gives it to number 22 back there, and it's just no nothing.
That's when you're in a shotgun formation, and Coach Harris and them could be telling the boys just pin your ears back and go, and then you try to do a little pitch out like that. It's just, if the blocking, it's got to be just right. Or the only play they've had success coming out of the backfield most of the time tonight has been that draw. Fourth down, and they're going for it.
Comes a blitz, looks like, number 14. He backs out. Here's the snap. And it was deflected by number 61. That was Devin Simpson, got his hands up. And it goes over and down. So Ashford's going to get great field position here at the Hornet 37-yard line. .252 left in the third period of play. It's been all Ashford from the get-go. We're at 32 and counting, with all the fourth quarter remaining and just under 3 minutes of the third period.
I think at this point in time, if I was Bullock County, I would just go back and concentrate on fundamentals and use it as some time to iron out some kinks instead of, because everything they call just ain't working.
Here's a snap, goes to number 5. He's going to get to the 35, to the 30-yard line. He's still, well, they trip him up just shy of the 30 to about the 28. So
another thing I see in Bobby, too, that I think is, of course, some of it is just when you're an athlete and some of it is coaching. But I noticed those Ashford running backs, their legs are continuing to pump even when their shoulder hits the dirt. And that's a good thing to just keep them legs. That's why they get 2 or 3 extra yards after contact or more.
All right, we're 2nd and 5, we're going to call it. 5's the handoff up to 14, and he's going to get the yardage, and he barrels it inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line, which will move the chains and stop the clock at 1:55 as a setup 1st and 10.
There again, met 2 yards across the line and got another, 3-4 yards after the contact. Just tough running by these Ashford Yellow Jacket running backs.
Clock rolling at 1:40. Here's a snap, goes to number 5, reverses to number 8. That's Johnny Walker.
A little double reverse, and hadn't been for one of those big linemen in his way, I think he would have rumbled on down toward the end zone a little closer. Anyway.
Well, he picked up pretty good yardage, about 7.
Good yards, but he ran right in the back of it looks like the tackle maybe or guard. And Ashford back in that double wing, of course, running, which that's their kind of primary bread and butter formation.
Okay, here we go with 51 seconds remaining. Pass to number 13. Well, no, to 14 over his head. That was intended for Dante Williams. And it just falls incomplete with 40 seconds left. So it's going to be third, and we're going to call it closer to 7 than I'm sorry, close to 3 rather than 2. But it is a big third down call with 40 seconds left. All right, here's the play from scrimmage. Number 5 is going to take it and waltz inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. That stops the clock with 28 seconds. So it's first and goal for the Jackets. We might get one more play off here, but not sure. We're down to 18 and counting. Maybe probably going to make it here. We're approaching 10 now. Gavin Dunham up under center. 4 seconds. 3, 2. Here's the snap. And they go up the gut. And they don't get but about a couple of yards. It's going to bring a 2nd and 5 from the 5. That brings us to the end of 3 periods of play tonight. It has been Ashford Yellow Jacket football from the get-go for 3 quarters. They now lead it 32-0. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. We've got 12 more minutes of football here at W.H. Brown Stadium on the campus of Ashford High School. Coach Brown, a long legend of sports here in the Ashford area. He's a great gentleman. So here we go with a 2nd and goal. And it's going to get down close to that line.
Looks like around the one and a half,
yeah,
somewhere.
That going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, the scoreboard says 2nd, and the guy across the way says 3rd. .25. We're just underway in the 4th period. Here's the snap, handoff to number 8, and he's going to coast it in untouched. And number 8 puts 6 points on the board. That is Johnny Walker for the Yellow Jackets. So there's timeout on the field here as we get set for the extra point attempt.
Ambulance doing a little celebrating there for the Ashford Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
When they score, they light the ambulances up.
So 10-13 remaining in the game. It's now 38-0 with the extra point attempt coming. Number 20 will be doing the punting, Levi Bridges. As we get set to the snap, it's placed down, it's in the air, and it's blocked again. So with 10-13 left in the game, 38-0, it's Ashford over to the Hornets. Watching the Scenic Sports Network. All right, here we go. We're going to have a different kickoff artist this time. Levi Brown's going to be the one with a short poochie kick, I assume here. Yep. And it's going to go out of bounds. That brings them to the 35. So that allows the Hornets to put the ball in play, 1st and 10 from their own. Let's see what they're going to do here. Supposed to be on the 35.
Well, they can take the spot that it went out, or they can take.
Okay. Well, he got an extra yard.
They can take this. They got the option.
So 1st and 10 from the 36 for the Hornets. We see some new jerseys coming in to play here in this 4th period for Ashford. You got number 9 in the game. That's Hayden Harrison. Number 12, McGee, Batavian McGee. 13 rather. That is Hunter Harper. Number 12 catches it. 30, 35, 40, 45, cuts across the field, comes this way to the 50, to the 45, cuts it back in, and he's going to go down at the 39-yard line. Great catch by number 12, Batavian McGee.
I tell you, like we talked about when Mr. Williams, number 1, earlier called an interception and ran it. These Ashford guys, you don't want them running back interceptions. They are pretty good ball handlers.
All right, 7:49, and the Jackets will take over in Hornet territory at the 39. Number 14 is your deep back, and this is Dontavia Williams. Here's the snap, the mark. It goes to number 8 as he cut no 5 across the 35, and he's going to pick up another yard or two. As we're going to give him about maybe 4 yards on the play. No, we're going to give him about 6.
And 5 is Keon Wilson, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, saw him quite a bit last week also.
Okay.
Another good young back for, and I believe, well, I can't remember. Were these guys mostly seniors or were they younger than that, these backs?
Well,
seemed like they were seniors, I believe.
I got their schedule from the internet, so we'll pull them out and look at it here in a minute. 7:04 and counting. Here's the snap. It goes to number 13, and he's horse collar behind the line of scrimmage. So number 13 is Hunter Harper. So some fresh jerseys in there. Jadavian Melton, 72 in, as we have a timeout call. It's a heat timeout, so that's timeout on the field. It's 38-0. It's Ashford over Bullock County. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Well, Brian, we are kind of milking the clock here, as the old saying goes. We're under 5 minutes and 40 seconds of the third. A new quarterback. Oh, in and out of the hands of number 40. Is that 40? Number 40, yeah. Tyler Jones. I mean, he was wide open in his hands.
His chance to shine tonight, and it hit him. Looks like in the shoulder pads.
And Tanner Hatcher is the quarterback in right now.
Once again, we mentioned earlier, Ashford last week got to play a lot of young guys, backups in that game, and here again tonight they're able to do that, and that's just going to add a lot of pluses to their team as season rolls.
Here's the handoff, reverse the handoff, gets it to number 13. He's going to cross the 35, and he's going to get down to about the 32-yard line. Is number 13, Hunter Harper. Now, he's a 9th grader, Brian.
Wow.
This Deonta Thomas that broke his leg in last week's game.
He was a freshman.
He's a 9th grader.
That.
Yeah. Let's see. Number 6, DeQuan Snell is a 9th grader. Tanner Hatcher, number 7, is a 9th grader. Hayden Harrison's a 9th grader. Man, they're loaded with ninth graders on this team.
That Tyler Jones that dropped the pass, was he a freshman?
Tyler Jones.
40?
He's a 10th grader.
I knew he looked young anyway.
All right, here's first and 10 for the Hornets. Number 22 is going to take it. He's got it back but with him this time. He's going to try to turn the corner, and he may do it here. But number 7 and number 12, Horse called him down, but they saved a touchdown, but he picked up some pretty good size yardage. That's the best run they've had tonight.
Really good run, but once again, running against the young guys. It's a little different.
Yeah, this is a pretty young Ashford team, Brian. There's there's 11 seniors. As number 40 still on his feet, and he's finally brought to the ground by number 11. That was Dunham. But he picks up first down.
Yeah, I thought last week when I was looking, they had quite a few seniors for the size of their team and a lot of freshmen. There was very few sophomore and juniors on the team.
There's not very many. There's 3. I only see about 5 10th graders. The majority of them are 9th graders.
So that could be big for years to come.
Yeah, as far as growing your schedule. Number 22 has got a big huddle of steam there, and he carried it down to inside the 5, I believe, where it'll be first and goal.
Want to get rid of that goose egg so they can say they wouldn't shut out anyway, I guess, and looks like they're going to be able to do that here on this drive.
Clock rolling at 3:20 on a first and goal at the 5. Hands it to 22. He hits the line and goes down. He might pick up a half a yard. Clock rolling, under 3 minutes. The cheerleaders and the band color guard is really getting into things down there and drops a ball.
He just lost it on his own. I mean, he's
outside the 10. That moves the clock along at 2:29 and is going to bring up a third and almost 11.
That's just one of them that squirted out on him. He just couldn't hold it.
So here we go with 2:05 from the 15 as the quarterback takes the snap. He looks to throw it to the end zone, and it falls incomplete on a third down call. That pass was intended for number 81, and I believe he's only caught maybe 1 or 2 of those passes tonight, and that is Sean Cummings.
Are we at fourth down?
So we're fourth down, 1:53 left.
Now this is going to be huge, Bobby, if this the starters for Bullock County against the backups of Ashford, and they've got down inside here and cannot get a score. That's got to hurt your morale.
All right, here we go with 1:53. He looks. It falls incomplete.
Unbelievable.
1:47, and Ashford holds. They take over on downs, first and 10 at their own 10.
And they should be able to just a first down, maybe run this clock out. Not trying to be ugly or anything. It's kind of sad to see Bullock County. I know as a Dothan High Tiger myself, went through some lean years there, and I can understand how they feel right now on the Bullock County side.
Yep. So we'll see what Ashford elects to do here. They don't have to run but maybe 3 or 4 plays, and they'll be milked the clock.
Yeah, I think one first down here about do it.
And 13's going to get it across the 10 to about the 14-yard line. So we're a minute 36 and counting. Minute 22 and counting. As the Jackets are in the backfield once again, set to get the play going at a minute and 11. Number 18's at quarterback, and number 8 has the ball. That was Johnny Walker and Peyton Crooms, a 9th grader. So these 9th graders are getting them a little bit of playing time. This'll reap big rewards as we move forward into the year.
Yes, it will.
And this is a big region win for Ashford tonight, and they have another region win next week. Who do they play next week?
You're the boss. I don't know.
Medalon or something like that. Oh, I'll have to look over.
Hillcrest.
Hillcrest. Okay, that's a long way from Medalon, isn't it? All right, we're at 22 seconds.
It should do it.
Number 24 running the ball. That's Kyrie Wilson.
They're going to stop. I guess you got a first down, so the clock stopped. You got 10 seconds, and they probably won't even have to snap the ball.
That Wilson was a 9th grader. Yeah, that's it. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight here in Ashford at W.H. Brown Stadium, where the Ashford Yellow Jackets coast to an easy win here tonight, picking up a region win, but it's going to cost them for next week because their starting quarterback and one of their stars, Octavia Snell, number 2, was thrown out of the game for fighting in the first half. And the suspension, I'm not sure exactly what the total situation is in terms of what the penalty or what the suspension will mean. But when I talked to the coach up here at that first half to confirm that he was ejected from the game, he said it's a suspension, and we got our biggest region foe next Friday night. So Ashford's got their hands full trying to pull it together for a win as they go for 3-0 next week. They're 2-0 tonight, 2 wins under their belt, and they did it easy fashion, 38-0 tonight. Ron, any closing comments?
Nothing, just to reiterate, very impressed with Ashford. I tell you, we've seen them twice now, and they seem to be getting a little better. Stout defense, good offense, and like I said, the biggest problem, and I'm sure the coaches will address the fighting issue. I know years ago it used to be stadium stairs was run, or gashers, as we used to call them.
Yeah.
So I'm sure something will be of that, but the big thing is you lose your starting quarterback.
That's the tough part about it. So they've got a week to get themselves prepared for that their first road trip of the season, and that'll be coming next Friday night. So we'll see you again soon here on your local origination channel. Tonight, your scenic sports crew has been out here tonight. We've had a couple of other folks out and about, and you can watch the replay of those games next week on the sports channel in your area. So that's going to wrap it up for Brian Holloway. This is Bobby Price saying so long. We'll see you again soon on the Scenic Sports Network.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.